A gracious good morning to you good people. It's Monday morning. It's March 4th and it is 3:17 in the a.m. These readings are spot on this morning, man. I'm reading Daily Reflections right now. It's entitled Weeding the Garden. Now this part right here. This little snippet. It's a itty bitty paragraph. The essence of all growth. Pausing for effect here. The essence of all growth is a willingness to make a change for the better, and then an unremitting willingness to shoulder whatever responsibility this entails. This is the process of taking up your cross, to shoulder whatever responsibility this entails. Let me go back and read this again so you get the full oomph. The essence of all growth is a willingness to make a change for the better, and then the unremitting willingness to shoulder whatever responsibility this entails. A lot of us get the vapors, the woe is me's, the wish I didn't have to's, the I'm the victim. And bottom line is, we're called to be accountable. And we don't like accountability. Many of us think we can just keep doing whatever it is that we're doing. And leave bodies in our wake, tear up lives in our wake, and tell ourselves that it's okay because they, for whatever reason, somehow deserved it. And I want to say this again, and we do a lot of this with an I love you on our lips, or I care about you, or your family on our lips. Amen. Let's just be honest about where we are in our development. Doesn't mean you have to stay there. But it does mean you have to acknowledge that you've done some things and you need to make them right. And that's the part we don't like. Having to face the damages that we've done. We treat it like insurance. I'll just pay my deductible and go on about my business. But see, even when you do that, your next insurance bill or your next insurance quote is going to be a whopper. Because there's some level of accountability. There's a price to be paid. Amen. The writer says, by the time I reached step 3, I had been freed from my dependence on alcohol, or freed on my dependence from whatever. But bitter experience has shown me that continuous sobriety requires continuous effort. Sobriety, we relegate that word to drug or alcohol use, but sobriety is clear rational thinking. That's the practical definition of that word. And a lot of us are not in clear rational thinking. A lot of us are in that magical, mystical, or I want, I need, and I don't care how I get type thinking. Or our thinking has been so warped by whatever experience in life that, we're willing to be used and willing to use people in order to feel satiated, but we never address the behavior patterns. And because people are looking to benefit from us as well, they never address the behavior patterns. I hope that makes sense. In other words, people benefit from you being sick and staying sick. So they will never tell you about you. If a person loves you, they're the ones that are going to push you to be your best. They're the ones who are going to help you in your Lazarus experience. When you rise from the dead, they're going to be the ones available to help remove your shroud. Amen. I want you to think about what I just said as far as the Lazarus process. And I want you to think about how many people you've pushed away to remain in your grave clothes. Just some food for thought for today.